What's up, guys and gals? Peter Stroini here, tuning in for a quick little tutorial on how to blend audio in Camtasia. I don't want to take up too much of your time, so let's get right into this. I used our first podcast, that is the producer's first podcast, to do this tutorial. And to give you an overview, this track 2 item here is the background music for our slideshow section. And this track 1 here is sort of the slideshow video part. And for the kid president scene, it cuts out from the slides to do a little clip of the kid president giving his speech. So I'm going to highlight this area and control scroll up to get a better view of it, and we can get into it. Now, this is a really important tab if you haven't discovered it yet. It's the audio tab, and it allows you to manipulate audio points. This is the final production, so I'm going to unlock both of these tracks and then remove all of the audio points so we can construct it fresh. Now, the first thing I want to do is find where the kid president clip comes in. And to do that, I'm just going to scroll through this to the point where I find this scene. So right when that comes in, and I'm going to snap my work frame to where the cursor is. And now I'm going to find the end of it. It should be right about, right there. And snap the end of my work frame to that. Now, Camtasia makes this really easy for you. All you have to do for what I want here is this background music to be a little bit quieter so it doesn't overpower what's being said in it. But at the same time, I don't want to get rid of it completely because, and this is my opinion, having the audio still in the background helps to improve the continuity of the overall video rather than just having it cut out and then cut back in at some random part of the song. So what I will do is you just grab and click this top bar of the audio here. I'm going to drag it down to about 7%. It's just so it's barely audible, but it's still there in the background. And now, since I have the same frame highlighted within my work frame, I'm going to go to my track 1 where the kid president audio is. Grab the audio, and you can see it's already adding the audio points, and bring the volume level of this up. Now, as you can see here, it's adding in 2 audio points, and this helps to give in a nice fade in, fade out, which you can extend, and I'll show you that later. But for now, let's just take a listen and see how this sounds.
I took the road less traveled. I took the road less traveled. It hurt, man! Really bad.
Well, I think that sounds pretty good. Just a few manipulation tips that you can play around with. These audio points act as anchors for your audio transitions, and as long as you have the track selected, they can be moved to increase or decrease the fade out. So if I wanted the fade in and fade out, or the fade in particular of this, I can drag these out. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to do it for this bottom one because there's other audio that I don't want in this track playing at that point. So I'm going to slide this back over, and now we can listen to it with a bit more of an extended fade out. I'm going to play that here.
I took the road less traveled. It hurt, man! Really bad.
See, now I like the extended fade out better than our original production, and that just goes to show that no matter how much time you spend on your podcast, there's always some little thing that can make it better. Now, just as a nice little closing here, some of the other automatic functions are worth mentioning. The silence obviously is kind of useful for when you just want a drastic cutout of everything. And another note to these, be careful when you're using them, because if you don't have your frames locked, it'll apply it to all of the frames. Another nice one is the fade in and fade out, and these will work within your work frame to manipulate the audio. So if you do a fade out, it'll take this whole entire thing to fade from whatever 100% of what your selection is down to 0, and then it'll pop right back up at the end. So I guess key takeaways from this are audio tab. If you're at the clip bin, audio tab is right here. It has a speaker, super easy to find. Use your work frame to select where you want your audio edited. You can just click and drag. It's super, super user friendly. I already love this software. And then the final thing you want to know about is the audio points. Be sure to select the track you want to edit to manipulate them. You can play around with them. And then the final thing is, I guess final thing is these nice little tools that you can do to make your life easier with the fade in and fade out. That about covers it. If you have any questions, feel free to wave me down in, after, or around class, and I'd be more than happy to share my limited knowledge of Camtasia with you. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next exciting episode of Marketing 450.